GM guys, welcome back to the Ladders Club. It's your host Kapoor and I am alive, reporting live from Dubai. I'm hearing explosions. There is a lot happening right now and I am the bad luck Kapoor. You know why? Because until now, UAE was the safest place on this world. In this world. I came to Dubai last month and I plan to move here for like one and a half year and see what happens. You've got a war situation. I'm really sorry to all the residents, but the UAE government, the defense is actually playing the perfect part here. They're making sure that every single citizen, the resident is actually safe. Now, 165 ballistic missiles, 2 cruise missiles, 541 Iranian drones on Dubai and no deaths or very limited deaths, which is quite amazing. So the defense is actually good. I don't know what's going to happen with this war situation. I just want to be alive. I'm grateful for this life. And for me, this is very big torture mentally. I don't want to be in this situation, but I hope things get sorted soon. We want to talk about markets. We want to talk about a lot of things. So I'm going to go into all of that, right? First, a little bit on what is happening with this war situation. This was my live from my balcony yesterday. So last night, this was the view from my balcony. Look at that. And it's crazy because I was extremely fearful. I don't want to get liquidated from this life, from this world. It's extremely funny, but that's what I can do. This is my coping mechanism. And yeah, day 2 of Iran, Israel and US war. And I don't know why, but like Iran, yes, you are furious against US or with Israel. I don't know what's happening, but why are they attacking every single country that is their neighbor? You've got Iran attacking UAE, Saudi, Qatar, Kuwait, Jordan, Iraq, Bahrain, Israel, Oman, Syria, and then Cyprus as well. Why? This is actually nonsense. It's like, there is someone sitting there who's giving stupid commands to do whatever they want to the military, and military is attacking missiles everywhere. And the good part is, like, I don't like when people actually, get killed or all of that, because I've got a good heart. That's what I believe. But Iran's top regiment is actually gone. Everyone is eliminated, starting from Khamenei to their defense team to their politicians, the big politicians. Whoever was involved in the war is actually gone, which is good. But there are still explosions going on in Dubai. And I'm telling you that I'm sitting in my apartment, I'm scared, and I just want to get over with this thing. I want to trade markets, guys. I really want to trade charts, and I don't know how to, help myself and help people who are around me in this situation. Now, yesterday, US, Bahrain, Jordan, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi, and UAE literally sent a letter, and they were like, this shouldn't happen. This was a joint letter sent to Iran, and they were like, this shouldn't happen, and the UN as well. But you know what happened then? Iran came in and said that they will not negotiate with the United States. That is a statement. That is a statement which says that they want to continue this war and they want to continue killing people, or not even killing, I don't know killing whom and why, but they want to continue with what they are currently doing. I don't like this. I'm not saying it's Iran's fault or someone else's fault. I'm not taking, sides here. I just want this thing to be over. I don't know why these guys actually manufacture all these weapons. It's funny. Maybe I just don't believe or understand geopolitics that much, but I just want peace because I am in this situation. I don't want people to be in this situation. Now, Kobisi letter writes here, very beautiful thing. To everyone calling this as a World War III, no, this is not a futures open that is anywhere near World War III. And I think it's correct. He's absolutely correct. This firm, Kobisi letter is absolutely correct when they say this, because oil prices have gone up but erased most of the move. You've got gap down opening in S&P, but that is less than 1% down. And you've got gold, which is only 2% up, and Bitcoin positive on day. So this is not how a war situation looks like. Look over here. Not a lot of, no one will look at this picture and say that there is a World War III which is going to happen. But it's scary for the people who are in this situation, and I'm praying for everyone, for myself as well. Let's hope it gets over soon. Now, the main chart to focus on right now is oil. I was talking about it, guys. Literally, I was talking about this chart. I made a last video. My last video literally said, buy oil now. Literally, I said that you guys should be now, right now, looking at oil. And look at that. I traded oil. You don't have to go to the traditional markets now. You can actually long these things on Hyperliquid, which are 24/7 markets, right? When Saturday and Sunday, when the weekend, oil markets were closed, we were making profit on this oil trade. And this is the reason why you need to follow me. This is the reason why you need to be subscribed. And this is the reason why you need to like the video. Look, not going to beg for you because I'm not asking for money here. All this information is free. All you need to do is like, if you actually enjoy. If you differ from my thoughts, if you believe that I'm saying something wrong, put it in the comment section and we can talk. We can answer your things. We can learn from each other, right? Let's trade like a community. Now, guys, the main thing is not the war. The main thing is Strait of Hormuz at the moment, which is closed. And there is a lot of trouble going on. Why? Why is it the main thing? Because over 20 million barrels per day move through Hormuz. That's about 20% of global oil supply. 38% goes to China, 15% to India, 14% to rest of the Asia, and 12% to South Korea, and 11% to Japan. And right now, the war risk premium are already up by 50%, right? The freight rates are exploding. VLCC rates from the Middle East to China are now 200,000 per day, the highest since the pandemic. So this is a serious situation when it comes to oil. And I'm looking at the chart and I'm like, okay, this thing is actually going to continue towards the upside until the time there are tensions in the Strait of Hormuz, which is why I'm keeping my long position open on oil. I've taken TP1, but rest of the position is going to be open. And that is currently the only trade I have. That is the only trade that I have at the moment, right? We continue to trade, guys. We are not stopping. Look at that. This is our trade journal from February. And now February is gone. So bye February. And we're saying hi to March. Now we're going to have more trades, obviously. But February was quite amazing. We had so many trades. We had 11 trades in total. That is averaging 3 trades per week. 9 winners and 2 losers. Focus was on cut your losers short and let your winners run. Look, cutting your losers short, minus 1.2, minus 1. But winners are 6.5, 7, 8, 8, 7, 8, 6. This is how we trade. We trade with a proper system and we are here to actually make money, not gamble. We don't gamble in the markets. Hate to gamble in the markets. If you want to gamble in the markets, don't watch me. I don't want you to, be with me or associated with me. We can be friends, but there is no point working together or, trying to trade together. No financial advice, guys, but make sure that you're also widening your spectrum and arena, which is going towards crypto and stocks and commodities. This was the perfect opportunity to actually long oil. Why didn't you take an opportunity here? You should have, right? If you did not. If you did, then congratulations. Let's move towards gold. Gold right now is pumping towards the upside since futures opened, and obviously it will. It's a risk off. There is a war situation. In the war situation, risk offs actually move towards the upside. We were talking about this as well, the ascending triangle, breakout, consolidation, and then boom. But the bad part is that we couldn't make money out of it because we had a limit order at 50-50. 5050 or bid funded, and I talked about this in my last video as well. If you go to my open orders, you can see XAU USDT, which is the financial symbol or ticker of gold. So 5050, but it never got hit. That's fine. Now I'm hoping for the gold price to actually come towards the downside, give a deviation, and then move towards the upside. This is where I'm going to be longing this thing once the deviation happens. So I'm just waiting for this tap to this level around 5212 or 5215. So that is what I'm looking for. I'm going to be doing it on Bitfunded. Now, if you want to use Bitfunded, link is in the description, guys. The best way to actually make money from someone else's money, right? So prop accounts are the best. And now in Bitfunded, you can actually trade equities, commodities, crypto, everything. That's why I'm saying widen your spectrum. That is the main thing to do. Coming to the stock market. Now, this is one of the most overvalued times in the US stock market's history. The S&P is expensive on 18 out of 20 metrics, according to the BofA analysis, which is Bank of America analysis, right? Now, some metrics such as Buffett indicator are over 100% above historical average. This is quite crazy. And I also believe that the price should come towards the downside, but there are some firms which were performing really good in 2025 and their total returns were really good as well. For example, you've got Google, Nvidia, Microsoft, Meta, Berkshire Hathaway, Apple, Russell is the index, but still. So you need to be focusing on the best ones. I've got Tesla for you. Now, the trade in Tesla is very simple. Talked about this in the last video as well, but didn't add to the journal because the trade right now is not open. Now, if you look at Tesla, you can see that the level we are looking at is 350 to 360. This is where I'm going to long this with 7% stop loss, risk reward ratio 3, and this is going to be an HTF support. So coupled limit order strategy, which is let the price come to your support level, which is the HTF support, and then book, take an LTF trade. That is what we want to do. Very simple. All right. So Tesla is first thing. Now I'm already in the oil trade. I'm looking at Tesla. Tesla is the first trade I talked about, and gold as well, but waiting for the deviation there. Now then comes Nvidia. Nvidia is forming a beautiful head and shoulder here. Amazing earnings, price went up, then price came down because there is a lot of pressure on Nasdaq as well. Nvidia is coming down, and for me, the perfect price for Nvidia is going to be around $150. $150 is going to be a good price for Nvidia, and that is going to be a discount of amazing 30% as well. I'm going to buy in spot. I'm going to take a leverage trade because it's a coupled limit order strategy. Come down on the HTF support, try to catch the falling knife, first bounce, and book LTF trade. Right? If you have any questions, put it in the comment section, guys. So I'm going to put this in my journal too. I'm going to put this in my journal. I'm going to put Tesla in my journal, and obviously oil is going to be in my journal. That's a crazy winner. Amazing on that, right? Now, obviously Nvidia is projected to generate more than 165 bill in FCF, which is free cash flow this year, making roughly a 70% jump year over year. So why do you not want to be in this thing? You have to be. You cannot not be in this thing. All right. Then comes Netflix. Now, sometimes when you're using my strategy, which is catching the falling knife on HTF supports, you miss some trades. For example, Netflix. I gave this thesis on Discord, and I talked about it in the YouTube video as well. I was like, I want to get Netflix, and it was at 77, and I was like, okay, I want to get it at 70, 68 to 70. Look at that. But the price moved towards the upside, and literally, I got missed. I got front ran by the price, and the price went up 30%. Imagine, this would have been a beautiful trade. That's okay, happens. You learn, you do not chase. Now let's talk about crypto. Finally, look, I want to widen your spectrum arena. I want you to know about other things other than crypto. There's a big market other than crypto. Crypto is tiny, guys. We are trading more than crypto. All right. So every single war, Russia, Ukraine 2022, Israel, Hamas 2023, Iran, Israel 2025, every single time, the price actually moves towards the upside, and then only once it has moved down to retrace the whole thing. But what I see is a beautiful pattern forming here, which was also doing in March 2022 when the Russia-Ukraine war happened, right? And it's also happening now. So Ben Cowan writes that the price actually went towards the upside, which was a rally, and people thought, oh, the war is over. And then that was the initiation, the start of a massive bear market rally. Can happen again. We don't know. But there are some, speculations going on this, that the price is going to come towards the downside. I believe so, because we are still in the bear market. I don't think so this was the bottom. 58K was definitely not the bottom. And this bottom talking about 60K, which was, I don't think so it was a bottom. I think it's the monthly low. Price is going to come back there, but price can actually go below 50,000 as well. So we're going to see what triggers that. But that is when I actually buy or start to buy spot crypto. I'm not buying spot crypto right now. I'm just trading. A lot of events happening. I'm looking at Polygon, which is having an event on March 4th, which is they're going to start subsidizing agent to agent gas cost for payments on March 4th. So that can be a good sell the news event. Then you've got a couple of more, including AVAX, which is they're launching a new 40 million incentive program on March 2nd of March, which is actually today evening ET time. So that can be a sell the news as well. But I'm not trading these events, to be honest with you. I'm just making sure that you guys know what is happening and why the price moves. We have to know. We have to be aware of everything. We have to be trading less number of things. Now, what I want to show you is that in crypto, make sure that you have a tiny watch list. Very small watch list, all right? Revenue generating protocols or projects continue to outperform and always bounce back stronger. Focus on these: Hyperliquid, Pump Fund, Grass, MapleFi, and these are the ones I've been talking about. Not Grass, to be honest with you, but Hyperliquid, Pump Fund, MapleFi. Solana, Bitcoin. This is my alpha watch list, right? So let's talk about Solana first. The chart. Solana is in this consolidation. Massive consolidation, now 25 days. That's a 17% range. Let the price come to the extreme. Do not be trading the price over here when it's in the no trade zone. So let the price come to the extreme and then trade it. If it goes up, comes back, deviation, short. If it comes down and goes up, deviation, long. Simple trade. And if it breaks out towards one side, then it's going to be a 17% target towards the upside or towards the downside, whichever side it's going to be. But focus on this range trading, extremes. Don't trade in the middle. Please don't trade in the middle. Then comes Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid is actually breaking down right now. Went up a lot because Bloomberg was marketing Hyperliquid over the weekend, that their commodities market was open and people were trading oil and gold a lot over there. But now it's coming back down. I think it's going to come back down to this 27.5 level. But let's see. I don't think there is a trade in Hyperliquid right now. Then you've got Morpho. Morpho is actually looking pretty decent. Morpho, in my opinion, is going to consolidate here and this can turn into a trade. I'm not giving a trade right now, but you can follow me on Twitter, and because on Twitter I give you live, whenever these triggers happen, I just post it and you just need to press the bell icon. And yeah, this is more about creating the watch list right now. Create this watch list. Make sure that you've got Solana, make sure you've got Morpho in the watch list. You're looking at Hyperliquid. Then I gave you the Tesla and Nvidia trade as well. Tesla and Nvidia are the perfect ones. Tesla is going to hit for sure. You can have a limit order ready. All right. Now, the final one is not Lido. I don't want to talk about Lido. And that's it. That's it from my side, guys. So just to, bring everything down to one or two lines. Gold is what we are looking at. Oil, I'm already in the trade. Tesla, the limit order. Nvidia, the limit order, or you can also short it on Hyperliquid, on wherever you want to, traditional markets. Then focus on the Solana range. Focus on the Solana range, please. I'm gonna go, guys. Be safe if you're in any Middle Eastern country, and if you're not, then just pray for others. And I hope this ends soon. I really hope this ends soon, because I am in this situation right now and I know, I can see how difficult it is mentally. All right, guys, I'm always here for you. Take care. Bye-bye.